The movie begins with a man named Nathan seeing himself floating in the sky. He looks up and sees several soldiers fly away in the vast sky. He quickly regains his consciousness and looks around, only to find himself hanging in the air with the help of his shoe stuck in the luggage connected to the plane. He quickly releases his foot and grabs onto any surface he finds on the luggage. He quickly tries to get back in the plane, but a soldier grabs his leg and Nathan pushes him off. Nathan then starts moving towards the plane and encounters another soldier whom he fights off and barely manages to get inside the plane before the luggage gets cut off and the soldier also falls to his death. But after getting in the safe zone, he hears a strange noise of something moving towards him. He looks forward and finds a branded red car moving towards him. He collides with the car and falls out of the plane as well. After swinging in the air, he suddenly remembers an incident from 15 years ago when his brother and Nathan tried to stop a theft from a Boston museum. In his memories, he falls off the balcony, but his brother Sam manages to catch him at the crucial time. Sam pulls him up, and they begin their heist inside the museum. Sam uses his lighter to check the masterpieces and finally manages to get to an ancient portrait.
Holy shit. First map of the whole world.
He slowly tries to get the painting, but an alarm goes off in the museum, and police arrive and capture the brothers. Nathan and Sam are then taken back to their orphanage, where Sam is given the bad news that he has passed the limits of his strikes and is going to be arrested. Nathan, who is still underage, is left in the orphanage. Sam spends his last moments in the orphanage with Nathan and gives his little brother his dearer ring. He tells Nathan that he should guard the ring for him and hands him a piece of paper.
I will always be with you. I better get going.
After this, Sam is taken away. Nathan gets sad and opens the paper only to find it empty along with Sam's lighter. Nathan suddenly gets a spark of an idea and tries to light the lighter under the paper. His suspicions become true when Sam's hidden message appears before him. From that day on, Nathan becomes more determined to become the best thief around. At the present time, Nathan works as a bartender at a high-end bar where he encounters rich customers on purpose. He approaches the customers and uses his skills to steal from them. On a lucky evening, Nathan meets a wealthy woman wearing an expensive bracelet. Nathan approaches her with the excuse of lighting her cigarette. Nathan still uses his brother's lighter even though the lighter no longer works, but Nathan refuses to throw it away. He tries to light the woman's cigarette and quickly slips away with her bracelet. After coming back to the shop, he is encountered by a man who reveals that he has been observing Nathan's pickpocketing skills. He tells Nathan about the bracelet in his pocket and asks him to join him on a heist.
What are you talking about?
Sure you do.
Go off.
Victor Sullivan. You can call me Sully. I'm offering you a real ticket out of here.
Get out.
Nathan refuses, and the man leaves the store. After he leaves, Nathan checks on his back pocket where the bracelet is supposed to be, but instead of the bracelet, a card comes out. It turns out the man who was asking Nathan to join him is also a thief, and he has stolen the bracelet from Nathan and replaced it with his visiting card. Nathan decides to give Victor a visit and get the bracelet back, so he starts following the direction and intentionally bumps into the building's security guard to swindle away the apartment keys. After taking the keys, he goes straight to Victor's apartment and enters without permission. He looks around and finds strange stolen items in the house. Victor soon arrives in the room and welcomes Nathan. Nathan is surprised to see Victor unfazed by his presence, as if Victor has been intentionally waiting for Nathan to come there. Victor takes Nathan to his planning table and explains that he is looking for an ancient treasure, which is now under the Santiago family. But even after so many years of trying, the Santiago family has not been able to find the real treasure. After hearing the whole story about the hidden treasure, Nathan feels that it's only a legend and not true. Victor persuades Nathan that the treasure is already confirmed and Sam is the one who was also on this mission with him. Hearing Sam's name after so many years sparks curiosity in Nathan. Victor shows an adult photo of Sam and tries to convince Nathan by telling him that Sam disappeared after finding a notebook, which is a key to the treasure. Nathan gets interested but leaves after saying that he has not even been in touch with Sam for so many years. Nathan grabs his bag and gives Victor one last look and says that the brother he once knew is long gone.
Sam said he had a little brother who...
Wait, you know my brother Sam?
Friends. That's saying something considerable. Then he disappears. Doesn't call, doesn't answer.
After Nathan comes back to his apartment, he opens a box of his special items in which dozens of letters from Sam sit. Nathan grabs the letters and turns out that he has lied to Victor about not getting in touch with Sam for all these years. He looks at Sam's ring and wears it. Nathan becomes determined that he is going to find the treasure and look for his brother. The next day, he meets up with Victor and tells him that he is in. Victor tells Nathan that they need 2 keys to get to the treasure, out of which Victor already has one.
It's a key.
There are 2 keys, one for the captain and one for the crew, so...
I already have the captain's key. Augustine, it's an auction
He
house.
leaves the task of finding the second key to Nathan, and from then on, Nathan puts all his skills and resources to finding the key. Finally, Nathan is able to locate the key, which is going to be auctioned at a party. Victor and Nathan come up with a plan and enter the venue. Before they enter, they see Santiago pulling up to the venue in his branded red car, which is the same car that hit Nathan in the beginning when he fell off the plane. Victor warns Nathan that the auction is going to be difficult for them to win now that Santiago is also involved, as Santiago is going to fight fiercely to win the key. Santiago's agent named Joe approaches Victor and starts mocking him. This woman was an old partner of Victor, who has now become the commander for Santiago's security.
Hello, Victor. Well, what's the matter? So what ridiculous scheme have you cooked up this time? Well, you taught me that, Victor.
Joe notices the strange behavior of Nathan and asks her men to keep an eye on him. The main plan of Victor is to use Nathan to turn off the electricity and steal the key. The plan is going smoothly as Nathan enters the power room and starts working on the power supply. But unluckily, he is discovered by Santiago's men, who start attacking him. Victor is forced to start bidding on the key while he has no money to pay for it. He relies completely on Nathan after Nathan's plan fails. He decides to do another stunt by hanging on the ceiling light. This causes a huge distraction, and the people start panicking. Victor quickly gets up and flips his coat around, which changes its color to one of the employees' jackets. Victor quickly walks to the employees as they are moving the key to the vault. He cleverly takes the key from the head employee and starts to leave the venue, but he is discovered by Joe, who puts a knife on his throat. She is about to take the key, but the security stops her from harassing an employee, and she is forced to let Victor go. Victor then heads out and meets Nathan in their getaway vehicle. After getting the key, they decide to go to Spain and find their next clue. Victor opens the diary containing all the secrets about the voyage and explains that their next clue is a huge tree, and they have to figure out the rest by themselves. After landing, they go to stop and meet their other partner named Chloe Fraser, who is going to help them in their next step. Victor asks her to join them, but she sees through Victor's trick and refuses to help them. She then starts to leave.
Why is he here?
Chloe has the other cross.
What?
No, we're not.
Come on, Chloe.
Victor feels helpless, but Nathan then points out their own cross is gone, indicating that Chloe stole it. They start chasing after her fiercely, but Chloe has an upper hand by knowing all the streets of Barcelona. They quickly get inside her car, but before she can leave, Nathan stops her and tells her that even if she has both the keys, she won't be able to find the treasure as she doesn't have the diary with her. She thinks for a second, and a mutual partnership is made between them. They stop at a location to rest before continuing their journey, and Nathan goes inside the kitchen. Chloe quickly asks Victor if Nathan is Sam's brother, but Victor keeps Sam's identity a secret.
He's Sam's brother, isn't he?
Not yet.
They discuss their next plan before making a move. Meanwhile, the boss of the Santiago family decides to donate all his money to donation, as he believes the money is dirty with innocent blood. His son finds out and tries to persuade his father, but after a firm refusal, Santiago kills his father and becomes the sole heir of the Santiago estate. The trio then figures out that the tree in their clue is not an actual tree but a church with a similar name as the tree. They enter the church and act like visitors to find clues. Nathan sees a shop selling postcards and finds a similar postcard that Sam had sent him. He then looks around and finds a button, which leads them to a hidden room inside the church. Nathan finds a secret chamber, and the trip finds the keyholes. Chloe and Nathan puts the keys inside the keyholes and turns it around, but the second the keys are turned, 2 deadly arrows shoots towards Victor. Victor barely manages to escape and tells them to spin the keys the other way. They spin the keys, and a hidden passage is open for them. Chloe reads the inscriptions and finds the next clue, which says that one of the keys needs to stay in heaven and the other in hell.
Hang on. What does the book say?
Heaven and hell. One of us goes up, the other goes down. Well, you want me to come with you?
Nathan decides that he and Chloe need to take one of the keys with them while Victor takes one key with him to another location. Nathan installs a tracker on his phone and gives the location to Victor, who starts tracking their location. Unknown to them, Santiago's men are following them from behind, and Joe keeps an eye on Victor. Some of the men follow Nathan and Chloe, while Joe follows after Victor. Nathan and Chloe passes from the passage and gets inside a club where they quickly spots the keyholes behind the bartender table. They quickly acts like a couple and gets near the keyholes and inserts the key. Suddenly, they are attacked by Santiago's guards. They manage to dodge them and enter another tunnel where they get stuck inside a chamber. They insert the key and read the inscription, which says that the other key needs to be inserted at the same time. Water starts pooling inside the chamber as they wait for Victor to insert the key. At the same time, Victor reaches the next location by following the tracker. To his bad luck, he finds the keyhole behind a thick glass. Victor is still figuring out a plan when he is ambushed by Joe, who points her gun at him. A fierce battle begins between them, and Victor takes Joe's gun. He shoots at the glass in an attempt to break it, but the bullets are unable to break the glass. Victor and Joe engage in a fight, which soon turns in Victor's favor, who beats up Joe and throws her body at the glass. The keyhole opens, and Victor quickly inserts the key. See that the tunnel has finally opened. Nathan quickly swims outside and notices that Chloe is not with him. He looks behind and sees Chloe is drowning. He quickly gets back and brings her to the surface. On the last door, the inscription reads that the two keys need to be used together. Victor follows the tracker and gets there. He hands his key to Nathan, who combines the keys and opens the door. Victor goes back to follow them, while Nathan and Chloe goes inside the hidden chamber. Inside the chamber, 3 huge urns stands in the center of the room. Nathan checks the urns and breaks them, but to his shock, they are full of salt. Inside the salt, Nathan notices a hidden map. He takes out the map, but before he can check it, Chloe threatens him to give the map to her. Turns out she betrays Nathan and takes the map with her. She warns Nathan to ask Victor about what happened to Sam and hits Nathan to make him unconscious.
Chloe,
Give it to me.
you're kidding, right?
Sam. Or Sully.
No.
Victor wakes up Nathan and asks what has happened. Nathan tells him and quickly asks about Sam. At first, Victor tries to avoid the conversation, but after Nathan presses him, Victor reveals the secret of Sam to him. He explains that Sam didn't disappear, but instead was caught by Santiago's men while they were finding clues. Nathan hears the full story and understands that Victor left Sam behind to die and escaped on his own. Nathan breaks their partnership and leaves Victor there. After going back home, Nathan overthinks the situation and again gets determined to finish the heist his brother had started. Back at the Santiago mansion, Joe reports to her boss about the situation and he dismisses her. She gets confused, but Chloe reveals herself and Santiago explains that he is going to continue his plan with Chloe instead of Joe, which enrages Joe. Santiago then starts boarding his luggage on a plane to board to the Philippines. Nathan and Victor sneak into the back of a truck and board the plane. Inside the plane, Santiago explains his plan to the girls when Joe approaches him and murders him by slitting his throat. Chloe is shocked to see this and runs inside the plane. Nathan and Victor use this opportunity to sneak inside the plane. Nathan gets the map, but they are attacked by Joe's men. Joe orders to open the back of the cargo plane, and Victor uses this opportunity to use a parachute and escape, while Nathan doesn't escape and asks Joe if she killed Sam as well. Nathan gets his foot stuck in the luggage and falls unconscious. This is the same moment as the beginning of the movie when Nathan wakes up midair. Chloe, who is caught by Joe, escapes inside the branded red car, which hits Nathan and they fall out of the plane. They both manages to barely escape their demise by using a cargo parachute. They takes refuge in a hotel by using Victor's card and spends the night figuring out the coordinates of the map. Chloe goes to sleep while Nathan keeps studying it. Suddenly, Nathan remembers the trick of using light to reveal the hidden message and finds out the secret. He takes the sides of the crosses off, which reveals 2 needles. These needles helps him find the exact coordinates. He writes them on a paper and sleeps. The next day, Chloe finds the paper and betrays Nathan again. Nathan wakes up and laughs since he purposely left the wrong coordinates outside as he knew Chloe is going to betray him. Nathan uses the right coordinates and goes to the hidden cave. Unknown to him, Joe is following right behind him. Nathan quickly dives inside the cave and finds the ships full of gold. Suddenly, he is startled by Victor, who shows up behind him. Nathan asks how Victor was able to find him, and Victor reveals that he still has the tracker on Nathan's phone. They are about to argue when they get startled by Joe, who starts attacking them. Nathan quickly takes Victor and hides inside a hidden compartment. They keep hiding until Joe orders her men to bring helicopters and take these boats with her. Victor realizes that Joe is going to take everything and asks Nathan to quickly fill their bags with as much gold as they can. They start stuffing their bags, but after the boats are elevated in the air, they start to strike back. Victor quickly climbs inside the helicopter and takes charge of the boat. Joe notices it and starts attacking Victor and Nathan midair. Another battle starts between them. Nathan quickly finds some gunpowder and uses a cannon to shoot down the helicopter using Sam's lighter. Joe manages to climb on Victor's ship and attacks Nathan. Nathan tries his best to fight her back, but she overpowers him. She starts pulling Nathan with her as she is falling from the floating ship. Victor sees the scene and decides that he is not going to leave his partner this time. After making a hard decision, he throws his bag full of gold at Joe, who falls into the sea. As soon as Nathan gets inside the helicopter, the ropes around the shop breaks and the ship falls into the ship. The ship directly falls on Joe, who dies from the the impact and soon the ship sinks as well. Nathan suggests that they should go look for the gold, but Victor explains that there is no use as the sea police are arriving soon. Victor gets disgusted, but Nathan reveals that he hid a gold bar inside his pocket and shows it to Victor. Finally, their heist has not been a complete failure. On their way back, they notice a ferry trying to chase them, and they realize that this is Chloe trying to catch up with them again. They laughs and goes back. Time passes, and a certain person inside a prison cell writes a letter to Nathan. It turns out this person is actually Sam, who is alive and detained. A few months passes by the incident, and Nathan, along with his partner, engages in another heist where Nathan tried to bargain another treasure map from a mafia in exchange for his brother's ring. He gangster goes back on his word, and his men points their gun at Nathan. Nathan gets scared, but soon a man entered the bar and saves Nathan. This man is none other than Victor, who is here to save his partner. Just as they are both escaping, they suddenly stops on their track and swears, indicating that they are ambushed by an old enemy.